Hello and welcome to your Tuesday night AstroTarot live edition of the astrological energies. Oh boy, these shifts today have been intense. How you doing? My name is Chanda Sparkles. I am an intuitive evolutionary astrologer, a psychic card reader, as well as a metaphysical minister, Death Dieta, an all-around starseed energy worker. We allow the energies to do the work for us. We don't have to do it. We just let the energies do their thing, right? So welcome, come on in. If you're new to the channel, I do this every single Tuesday night. Almost a year now on this channel, so please like, share, and subscribe. We are broadcasting on multiple streams, so welcome to all of the streams and everybody who is loading in on the chat here. I appreciate you sharing your energy with me on this beautiful trip we call 2022. The energies have been intense, but also kind of eerie weird. I have felt a little bit today. I've had some serious heart palpitations going on today. Had a beautiful session with my healer Rev Shard today, and I have a feeling tonight's going to be really good. So stick around. On this channel, we broadcast the energies weekly of the astrology in order to help humanity assist to live their best life. Everything is done with intuitive divine light, balanced through the dark. We balance in unity, balancing the feminine and the masculine and bringing it all together. So I'm excited to be here. This is going to be a great night because we have Uranus, the big planet that has been retrograde, what seems like a century, finally direct today, and the karmic fatal nodes, the karmic North Node and South Node, so important for your evolution in this incarnation, has shifted after an 18.5-month little stint of being in Gemini North Node, Sagittarius South Node. We now have Scorpio South Node. Got many planets in Scorpio, including my ascendant and my sun sign, as well as the North Node in loving, grounded, beautiful, simple Taurus, an earth sign. So we've literally shifted elements today, and Uranus, the great awakener, has gone direct. So I don't know if you're feeling it in the energy, but I have felt a real complex shift of, whoa, okay, now here we're doing this now. We're in this now. We're moving forward now. So really exciting about everything that's happening. It's exciting and it's challenging, to say the least. Had a few mishaps and some sad stuff happened this weekend to me as well. I like to share through my personal experiences with you a little bit, just so that you understand that even though I'm an intuitive and I'm a seer and I've gone through so much in my life with all of the traumas, just so you understand that I'm human. I'm here with you, and I just want to help you, and you help me by sharing your energy with me. This is all coded frequency. It's really not so much about what we say as the energy that's behind what we say. Now, of course, the education in intuitive evolutionary astrology helps a little bit. I'm also a student of Hellenistic astrology, learning and expanding on that knowledge. Please understand, everything that's done here is done through the light. We are taking on so much more light. The frequency of the planet is raising, therefore we are raising our frequencies. It's a regenerative process that our physical body is physically, literally going through. So understanding that yes, you still have free will, you still make your choices, but understanding there's like a roadmap of energies at play by knowing your astrological birth chart, tuning into these energies weekly, and understanding kind of what lies ahead. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, this day's going to be a little wonky. You might want to kind of keep it low key, because why not? So welcome. My name is Chanda Sparkles. Please like, share, and subscribe onto the YouTube. If you're on Facebook in one of the beautiful groups, thank you so much to all the admins in the groups that have invited me into your groups to do my energy readings here every week. I love you. I could not do this without you. And thank you so much to everyone on BitChute and on YouTube. And by the way, I was going to expand and add another platform today, but I've been trying to work on it, and it's going to have to wait till next week. So I'm going to keep that one a little secret, a little close to the chest. I'm going to pull in on my Scorpio vibe because, Scorpios, we don't reveal everything until it's time. That's another hint for the South Node. These nodes are so powerful, especially coming off of this full moon in Cancer. We just had that yesterday afternoon here in Texas. I'm in Padre Island, Texas, Central Time. And so it just apexed late yesterday. So we're just hours off of this. And before that, we had Pluto, the planet that rules Scorpio, rules death, transformation, rebirth, everything that's hidden and unseen. Cazimi to the sun. So we've had energies astrologically as well as electromagnetically. CMEs, so many different solar flares, things coming in. I know you must be feeling this. If you have any kind of empathic or you're sensitive, you're feeling this. So you're here in the right place to learn how to manage those energies. I've had a couple of pressure headaches. Like I said, some heart palpitations, what's going on. And by the way, I'm no doctor. I'm an energy healer. I'm an astrologer. And I come from everything through my intuitive flow. I come at everything through the intuitive flow. Now, I could basically probably be a doctor in the astrology as many years as I've been studying it. But there's that. So, welcome to the Sparkle Studios. I've been playing around with the studios. I've got a few new things, a couple of things that I'm going to be adding in, and it's just been fun because it's a fresh new energy. It's a fresh new vibe, and you're learning within yourself how you can vibrate in a different way, in a better way, in a more transformative, productive, keeping it going way, because we are still in Capricorn season, and this week the sun says bye-bye to Capricorn and moves on into Aquarius, the revolutionary. Yes, I can't wait. I think it's going to be an awesome Aquarius season. Now, with these energies, everything's going to be falling away. Everything, you're going to hear about it. People are going to be passing. Sadly, my cousin passed over the weekend, and this is that Uranus energy. This is it was sudden. He was driving his truck from one city to another and was killed. So that was really sad. He was a great guy. Really 10 years younger than me, so he was young. So it's just shocking shit's gonna come that you're just not expecting. And we learn here how to best manage ourselves through these kind of energies. Okay? So I want to say hello to everybody that's here in the chat. Thank you for being here. If you're on Facebook, I would love it if you'd pop on over to YouTube and make sure that you like, share, and subscribe, because we do monthly contest giveaways. And tonight we have a winner. Oh my gosh. And we're just going to get the winning out of the way real quick as soon as I say hello to a few people here in the chat. But Chanda Sparkles YouTube, I want to thank you to the moderators, all of the moderators keeping things clean on Facebook and on YouTube, making sure that everybody, plays nice in the chat. This is a positive space. We want to keep it that way. All right. Let's look and see here who we have. Okay, Isaac. How you doing? How you doing? Jerry Lynn, there's Miss Jerry Lynn. She's on Facebook. Oh no, she's on YouTube. And then there's a Facebook user. I'm not sure who you are, but thank you for being here. Awesome, Sandy and Renee and Christina, Brandy. I see you guys in here. Everybody's coming on in. There's Tracy. Thank you, Tracy, for being here. Lots of beautiful new Facebook users. Thank you so much. Remember, Chanda Sparkles is where you want to go on YouTube to make sure that you get in on all the contests. And yes, Madness Productions, Mad Chad's in the house. I hope you got that refrigerator issue handled, my friend. Thank you for moderating. You guys rock. Thank you, thank you. Yes, thank you, Renee. I thank you that. And there's Melinda. Hi, Melinda. Thanks for coming on in. Yes, yes, here we go. Oh, yes, I felt the energy from the full moon all day. It hit my depression bad. Even at work, Josh said the residents were going nuts and very emotional. Please remember, we're not just dealing with the moon. Honestly, the moon was the most positive aspect we had. It was everything else around it that was giving us just this woo, woo, you know. So let's get some business out the way real quick. So every single month, as my gift to you for liking, sharing, and subscribing and commenting on the replay videos, I have to make that real clear. You have to comment on the replay videos on YouTube to get your name in the drawing. You get an extra vote if you share it on Facebook. Okay? So I go and I write down all the little names on my little dry erase board over here. And then I just close my eyes and I breathe and I stick my finger out. And whatever name, like if you shared, you got 3 votes. And I think Renee shared the most and he ended up becoming the winner. Yes, yes, yes. Renee, you're the winner this time. And dude, you're a Capricorn. What? I mean, seriously, you cannot make this stuff up. I was like thinking to myself, I hope somebody that's like a Capricorn, or at least they're married to a Capricorn, or somebody, you know, because I don't always, yes, it's for Capricorn season. Everybody say congratulations to Renee. He's the big winner. And by the way, this is the biggest package I've truly ever given away. Because I wanted to make it really cool for the beginning of 2022. So Renee, you're the winner. You got the package. We have jasmine incense with this beautiful mandala, and it has a little like incense holder. We have these are big and long fluff plush designer Capricorn towels. Look at that. There's 2 of them. I keep my Scorpio ones in my kitchen. I love them. And then also a white sage and cedar. Come on, camera. Oh, come on, camera. There it goes. White sage and cedar. And I added one of my little shells in there. And then it's not over. These are big prizes. And it's totally free for you. All you have to do is subscribe, like, and share, and comment. The Stress Less beautiful cards. These give you exercises that you can do. You know, just keep them, like I keep them in my bathroom, and I pull one in the morning and I read it, and it's really neat. I like these cards. Just a little something. Then also for in your car or in a small space, a little diffuser with some oil, but you can put whatever kind of oil in it you like. Just hangs there from your car or whatever. It's just a little passage, just a little thing. But this is the big one. There it is, folks. There it is. I don't know if you can see. Okay, there it is. See down in there? That is a Brazilian crystal from my massive Brazilian amethyst with a calcite growing out of it, because I ended up having a mishap and it fell over and part of the top broke off. So I took the crystals, which these crystals were shipped from Brazil. My father's a geologist. It was given to me, or actually I purchased this one from him. And So these crystals, I've been working with them, and I've been grinding them up, and I've been putting them out in the sun. I've been doing ritual over them, infusing them with a whole ton of good energy. So I have a bunch of these little pieces that I'm going to put off in here. Now, by the way, this is the Sparkling Sea Mist Moon Spray. I've been working on this for over a year. It has monatomic gold. It has moldavite, shungite, selenite, amethyst. It has holy water, a variety of high quality essential oils. And then I always gather a little bit of seawater underneath the positive full moons. Now, that's another reason you want to tune into this channel, because I'll let you know, hey, don't put your cards or your crystals or your water or anything out under this moon, because it has negative stuff with it. Now, this one had a positive flow with it because it had a harmonious trine to Neptune. And it was in opposition to Pluto. Now, if it was conjunct Pluto, I'd have been like, no, don't even touch it. But it was a positive one for transformation, rebirth, and new beginnings and building. And that's what we're doing. That is so what we're doing. We are building this year. This is a year of build, okay? So many good things, and I let this stuff sit, and I let it sit out up underneath the moons and the sun for 72 hours for that full moon, and I work on like at least 3 or 4 full moons in this batch. I'm not sure how many at this time, but I've been working on this batch, and this one, and it's so light and it's so refreshing. And when you spray it, see, I like to lift my hair up and I spray it on the back of my neck, or I spray it on my chest. It's like if you're in some funky energy around town or whatever, and just pop this thing on out, and you spray it, and man, it's just like a full upliftment of light, crisp, light energy. It's like light energy in a bottle. I shit you not. So congratulations to Renee. You are our big winner, my friend, my brother. I love you. Congratulations. I'll get that in the mail to you. You want to make sure and message me on Facebook your address so I can get it in the mail to you, so you can get it as soon as possible, okay? All the way up in DC. That's right. So cool, right? Right? I know. Oh, you're going to have it. And it has a ton of different things. You know, it has a little coconut water. It has a ton. I have a list of all the things that I put on it. And I thought, well, how the heck am I going to fit all this on these little bottles? And I bought some labels because I was going to make some little cutie labels. But I'm still kind of like in process, which is very much where we are on the collective right now. It's like we all kind of have ideas of what we're going to do, and we're all kind of working on it. But it's, you know, like it's not complete quite yet. But this is the year of building. And so that's okay. You don't have to hit deadlines and hit those goals this year. Yeah, sure. If you do, wonderful. But, you know, it's okay. You give yourself a break and you do what you can do as you do it. So congratulations. And I'll tell you what. Oh, yes, a belated birthday gift. That's right. You had your birthday. So there you go, Mr. Capricorn. All right, so we're going to move on. Now, I'm going to go ahead and announce next month's big prize. I'm excited about this one, and we're going to actually learn a little bit about it tonight. So, next month's prize is, this came to me through Rev Shar of the Chapel of Spiritual Life, the knowledge of this. And I don't know how many months ago it was, but I'm telling you guys, this is a magical book. Whoever wins the Aquarius season, which we will give away next month on the full moon in February, and I'll be announcing the dates, so make sure that you get your name in the drawing. I'm giving this away. This is Oneness by Rasha. I'm just telling you right now, this is like, okay, so this is what I do with it. And this is what we're going to do with it. We're actually going to do it. So, this book right here, I will sit with it. whatever's on my heart. I find that smile in my heart. I find that loving space in my heart. And then whatever's on my heart, I just open it. And wherever I open it, every single time without fail, I might just read a page. I might just read a paragraph. I might read 2 or 3 pages. But wherever my eyes fall in this book, y'all, it gives me answers to what was on my heart. So we're just going to open up with this so that you have an idea. Here we go. When you have amplified your own energy field to a sufficient extent, you are then able to shift your awareness and to participate in an alternate set of collective circumstances that are more appropriately reflected your vibrational resonance. What presents itself upon the screen of your awareness then is a heightened variation on the identity you consider to be you. The others with whom you find yourself interacting are the very same players with whom you might have enacted a given scene in more diminished environment. They are present in your custom-made reality. Oh my God, I'm getting chills. As the manifestation of their own vibrational composition, and they then interact accordingly with the augmented set of variables you have called forth. Likewise, from the perspective of others, you guys in the chat, who populate your inner circle, each of their worlds is custom made from their eyes only. Your presence is called for to interact with them at levels at which they experience self-awareness. Your responses are influenced vibrationally in each other's worlds in much of the same way as theirs are in yours. In this way, multiple variations on the same scene actually happen, yet each of you perceives it from your own unique vantage point. That's just 2 paragraphs. So this is like completely just answered everything that's going on here between my perception and your perception during this video. Now in, oh my gosh, yes, you too, in the YouTube replay, you time traveling badasses, you. I hear you. So somebody's going to win that next month. That's the big giveaway, and that's it. Oh no, hold on. But wait, there's more. Okay, yes, of course there's more. You know there's got to be more. Although that's, y'all, I ain't kidding. That's my Bible. I am not kidding. Not kidding. That thing gives me answers. It blows my mind every time I read it. But we're also in the handy dandy little, I have a little bag here, Mindful Souls bag, because it's Aquarius season, and one of the stones that represents air and Aquarius is amethyst. So it's a gorgeous amethyst. Hold on, come on. I don't know my camera's doing this. I even have it like labeled because I bought a whole bunch of just raw stones to be able to give away. And then I looked it up in my crystals book, and yes, amethyst was the first one. I thought that's perfect. It also heals addictions. It helps with anxiety, and with Uranus that rules like our nervous system going direct and stuff like that, that really helps to calm anxiety. It helps you to sleep. It soothes the energy around you. This is why I keep this massive shark mouth amethyst behind me, because it calms the space in this room, you know? All right, I have other ones too. But then also because of the North Node being in Taurus, I'm going to throw in this nice, good, it's a good sized piece of black tourmaline, and South Node Scorpio, North Node Taurus. Just a couple of stones for you to hold, use whenever you're reading your book. All right, so there you go. There's the package for Aquarius season. Hey, Katie, there's Crazy Katie. What's going on? Hi, Jules. Hey, guys. I'm so glad you guys are here. See here. Hi, Sherry. Yeah, I saw that moon. It was pretty, wasn't it? Christina Carr says about the book Oneness, she uses it daily. I mean, it really is pretty amazing book. It really is. I turned her on to it. So I want everybody to get it. Hi, Annie. How you doing? Hey, Shauna. Thank you, Amy, for adding the link to the YouTube. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for moderating on the YouTube. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, so now that we got all the biz out the way, how's everybody been feeling? Have you had any shocking news this week? What's happening in your world? You know, if you'd like to share, we'd love to hear it. So when Pluto and the Sun came together, which is Cazimi, which means, so anytime a planet comes in at the Sun, it Cazimis it, and which means the Sun's so big and so bright that it literally blocks it out. It's like last week, Venus Cazimi'd the Sun. And that's when we considered Venus to go into the underworld. So she went Cazimi into the Sun because she's darkened out. The ancients really took huge reverence to these times, okay? And so when she came back out and she appeared, it was like the 14th, 15th, she was now the morning star. So like right before dawn, you can go out and you see Venus now as the morning star, which is a complete different energy, which we will get into that on down the road. She has a cycle of 8 years. So she's on her star point. She has a Venus star point actual cycle that she does. It makes a 8-pointed star. It's really cool when you dive into that, but I'll do that on a separate video. Anyway, getting back to everything with these nodes changing and Uranus happening and then the Pluto Cazimi and everything, you know, I got the news that my son was sick and he had COVID all of a sudden. Had to deal with kind of some trauma there because of course he's in a rehab and they didn't have anything. And I'm like, hold on, 2 years into this shit and you guys don't even have like vitamins on hand for these people? Really? And so, like, you know, dealing with stuff that's just coming at you quick that you really, truly didn't expect. My daughter, she's teaching her class. She's a workout instructor. And she's a badass at it. Like, she's amazing. And she gashed her leg wide open today. Like, so deep that it was, like, right on her shin, below her knee. So deep that it was like she had to get like I think 5 stitches on the inside and I don't know how many on the outside. I think it was like total of 10. I mean, like she could see her bone. It was like she had a hole in her leg today. Just freak stuff, freak accident stuff. This kind of stuff is really intense right now because Uranus just went direct. Uranus is a big planet and it's way out there. It takes time for it to, okay, so it's all this time it's been like slow and energy building. Now it's going to go forward, and we're going to have that energy building. Once planets start to really kind of flow and they start to move, the energy isn't as intense. It's just there. It's like getting used to it, you know, and things happening. You know, these are just time periods you got to be really extra careful, especially Mercury Retrograde. All right, so we did the oneness as our blessing tonight. I thought that was really cool. There's something that I want to do before I even step in. Okay, so here's my calendar, y'all. We're on this week, right here. This is the week, right here. So this is probably the most challenging week that we have, that we're in right now. So just know that. And we'll go over the specifics on that. And I have the chart for the nodes shifting from Taurus to Scorpio. But since the sun on, is it Thursday? No, tomorrow. Tomorrow morning at 8:39, tomorrow evening at 8:39 p.m., the sun will move into Aquarius. So we're just literally in about 24 hours away. So I thought it being important, seeing as Uranus rules Aquarius and Uranus is in the north node of Taurus, I found this little information. This is one of my books, if you want to screenshot it. Evolutionary Astrology, about Pluto and the Karmic Mission by Deva Green. Now, Jeffrey Wolf Green, I took a course of his a long time ago, read a lot of his books. This is his daughter. He's passed now, but he's really, really good for evolutionary astrology if you're ever interested. Okay, so glasses on. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, yes. There's so many. So many. Renee said that the amethyst came up in a tarot read tonight also helps awaken your innate psychic abilities. Absolutely. Absolutely. Kind of why I got that big old huge one I invested in right over there. Thousands of dollars. But those are like really high quality, very like authentic from Brazil, because my dad's a geologist and he won't buy, I mean, he has the nicest of the nice stuff when it comes to stones. All right, so just a little bit about Uranus from a book that is dealing with the karmic nodes and with Pluto, okay? Because the karmic nodes are important to understand. These are long cycles, okay? We're going to be dealing with this energy for a long time. So Uranus correlates with individualizing impulse, or the need to individuate from a psychological standpoint. Uranus is the planetary ruler of Aquarius. There is no need to liberate from all of the conditioning patterns of the past in order to individuate. Liberation naturally leads to or creates the severing of all attachments that are preventing further growth. The need for liberation triggers the need to rebel from the norms, customs, and taboos of society. This archetype makes us aware that we are all different and unique. This awareness gives rise to the need to liberate from old conditioning patterns that repress or suppress, which would be repress and suppress is Saturn, which rules Capricorn. In Aquarius currently right now, but it's the ancient ruler of Aquarius as well. So it's like the co-ruler. But Uranus is liberation and Saturn is suppression. Anyway, I digress. Old conditioning patterns that repress or suppress Saturn, the expression of unique individuality, objectifying in the order for liberation to occur. Uranus correlates to the psychology of objectification and detachment. This psychology must be in place in order for any liberation from past conditioning patterns to manifest. So in essence, we must impersonally view or see ourselves first before any true liberation can occur. The structure of consciousness, Saturn's also our consciousness, will then be transformed based on liberation from the past conditioning patterns, Uranus. Genius abilities that we all potentially have are symbolized in this planet as well. So, and I'm not going to keep going, but you get the gist. You know, Uranus and Aquarius, they're both very much breaking out of the box, intuitive revolution, technology, innovation, okay? Stuff that's way out there, you know, alien technology, stuff that's, you know, a really good idea to make sure that whatever it is you're doing, that you're keeping an out-of-the-box thought processes with whatever it is that you're building right now. It's really, really good to do that. All right, I'm just going to pop on through the calendar and look at my notes and see every month, like I did half of the month and the quarter and I always write stuff here as it comes to me on downloads. And so I'm just going to pop on through this real quick. I can see it pretty good. Yes, okay. That's right. With these North Node and South Node shifting, North node being in Taurus, South node, Scorpio. The North node is the karma. What did I put? I liked how I thought about it. Yeah, no, the South node is the karma aspects that you enter into this incarnation with, already knowing, already feeling familiar with these type of archetypes, this type of karma. I've been here, I've done this, this is familiar, it's easy, I can handle this, I'm used to this kind of energies. That's the South node, okay? Now, the North node, and how did I put it? Yep, okay. Yeah, the North node is basically how you resolve all those things. It's what we're moving towards as a collective. It allows us to shift and change what we're used to. So, for instance, Sagittarius has been the South node for the past 18 months. This is an axis of communication. Sagittarius is what you believe. Gemini is what you think. So how many times have you said, I don't know if I believe that, or I don't know if I can believe that? I mean, all of our, what the hell's going on here? I mean, it was all mental, air element energy. This whole past 18 months, since May of 2020. And then you were like, okay, well, I don't know what to think about this. Well, I don't know about this. You know, you're thinking. So all of our thinking and our belief structures, including travel and media, has all shifted. It's all changed. So now everything's going to shift in these other, but this is what I'm so happy that it shifted. And not because I'm a Scorpio, because when you have these nodes in earth and water, we're actually going to be able to get something handled and done. And it's a fixed sign. Gemini and Sagittarius, mutable energy. Mutable energy sometimes goes one way or the other. They're super flexible. They can, they don't really, and that's cool. It's cool to be flexible, because us fixed people need flexible people, trust. But when you have this shift to Taurus, building, simple, this is going to be changing our money, our structures. I was thinking about it. South node being in Scorpio. Scorpio rules the taxes. South node is what we're releasing. So I thought, well, shit. I bet you we end up not having to pay taxes, or some kind of something's going to change with the taxes in the next 18 months. Wouldn't that be wonderful? So there's positives. There's really good positives to this. And I'm not diving too deep into it tonight, just simply because, for time's sakes, I'm going to do a separate video because we have 18 months to get this done. But I wanted to go over some of these things that I wrote here. This is the thing. For 2022, we have the Pluto return of the United States of America happening in July. But this Cancer moon just activated that, because it hit that exact degree, and I'll show that to you when we pull up the chart. So the actual energy of that is being activated, which means the world powers and how it governs itself is going to change. It's inevitable. There's no way around it. Divine power is always in control, though. You see, the divine already knows, right? And your power within, because you're a spiritual badass, you know that you can control your own energies through mindfulness, through awareness. Make sure that you're making plans. You can make plans. It's okay to make plans, but just know that they're going to change and shift. What you expect will not be what you expected. This is a big build, and change. Build, and change. Build, change, build, change, build, change. That's a lot of how this energy is going to flow. My daily life, my attitude, my value of myself, all of that we're really kind of working, especially right now, on how we feel about ourselves, how we're, we're not really changing it quite yet, but we're kind of working through how we're going to change it right now. And that's where you're at. And ask yourself, where am I placing my power? Am I placing my power outside of myself? Am I giving my power away? Am I allowing someone else to come in and shift up my power? Because you're the authority of your power. I wrote this as the chaos, and I remember the day this came through, because I do this over many, many days. As the chaos spins around, structures fall, systems crumble. Focus on the light and earth. Scorpio is highly intuitive, highly psychic, going deep down in the depths of the soil to be the nutrients to make a tree, make a seed, create a tree. Okay. This is all about earth energy and water. This is about getting back to realness. What is real? And then being a psychic light, everything grows through the light, but it has to come from the dark. Get it? All right. Gratitude is spoken. Gratitude spoken is magic for this year. Gratitude spoken is magic for this year. I am grateful. I am here in this studio. It took me many years to be able to get the cha-chas to get up here and do this. I'm grateful I'm here. I'm grateful I'm pursuing my dream. I'm building slowly, and I'm okay with that. I'm not in a massive rush. Where is your internal compass set? The needle of your compass. Where is it set? Where are you holding your power? Hi, Maria Moon. January is a bridge month from all of the past 2 years. This is a bridge month. Remember that. It's a lot of reviewing time throughout the whole year. South Node karmic aspects and the North Node karmic aspects are going to direct you what to release and what to build upon. Where is your focus? Where is your power? Find, what was it? Yeah, Aquarius season. Find something that you can do ovatingly. Ovation. Big time. Aquarius creates new ways. Where is your Aquarius house in your astrological birth chart? Look and study that. That's where your focus should be during this next month period. Okay? And just so that we're not missing anything, and this one I do need my glasses because it's got little bitty print of the astrological glyphs. And I've got the chart here for the nodes, but I think I'm just going to show y'all real quick. I want to make sure I'm not mixing anything. So today, tomorrow, Thursday, these are kind of weird energies that you just kind of want to flow with, all right? The sun is going to trine these nodes, okay? So a trine is a harmonious, it's a good flow, it's a good energy, but it's also kind of a weird wonky energy. It's kind of like, okay, what just happened and where am I at? It's going to be kind of like just go through the motions and really just try to stay within your cosmic love bubble. Try to keep yourself in a flowing, easy state, because you're going to hear, see, feel things that are going to be happening around you that may be shocking, unexpected, because we have big, higher consciousness downloads coming in from the cosmos, from your highest self, from your guides. There's a lot of higher light frequency energies coming in, especially on like Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday, because that is when the galactic center, the sun, the sun trines the nose, and then the galactic center energy shifts, okay? Because that's when our ego, Mars is our ego. It's in Sagittarius. The galactic center, which is the center of the universe, the portal that all of the everything comes through. So you want to make sure that you're really working in on your energy. You want to make sure that you're maintaining your frequency through these shifts, because this is major downloads coming in. If your body says sleep, sleep. If you need to lay down and rest, rest. Do your best to really honor whatever your body's telling you to do. So when it crosses the galactic center at 27 degrees on Friday, you're going to get some kind of a download going in from Friday into Saturday. And then Saturday is a very positive flow, a day of zen and balance. Love thyself is what I wrote. Because there's a lot of harmonious trines, lots of stuff. Now, when we get to Sunday this week, these are power plays coming in. This is going to be like Sunday is like the last. Okay, so last week on Sunday we had Pluto, Cazimi, the sun. Okay, now we have Mercury Retrograde, Cazimi, the sun in Aquarius, right before Mercury retrogrades back into Capricorn. This is like, okay, this could go one or two ways. This is like genius idea. All of a sudden, bing, it's a genius idea about something that you've already been working on from the past. It's not a brand new idea. It's something you've already been working on. Or it's like your heart has to make this choice. It's like you're forced to make a choice about a situation dealing with your past. And it may not be an easy one. And that's just, it's kind of a fate day. So be ready for that. That's why I really love how you can't make this shift up. How the universe gave us a positive flow, more zen, happy, maybe not so happy, but just calmer, more harmonious day before Sunday. Because your heart's going to make a choice on Sunday. And then come Monday, Mars enters Capricorn. So it's like, yep, okay, I'm going to Cazimi the sun. I'm going to, Mars goes and Cazimi's the galactic center. Cazimi's the sun and says, all right, here I am. Here's my ego. And now let's get it on in Capricorn. Earth sign, diligent work, building things, governmental structures. But for us, on a personal level, and I'm not speaking to the cosmic energies all around the world on this, practical change, very practical change. Because mind you, going back, currently the moon is in Leo. Our heart is super sensitive. Then on Thursday, the moon moves into Virgo, where we're just trying to kind of like go through the motions and handle our daily and do what we got to do. And then boom, the moon is in Libra by Saturday. So we're trying to balance out our energies. We're trying to prepare. And then boom, it moves into Scorpio on Monday, the day we make the practical change. It actually moves in that night to Scorpio. Mars, ancient ruler of Scorpio, moves into Capricorn that day. So it's practical change that you've made the choice, the heartfelt choice that you had to make, or the genius idea from the past that came in on Sunday, Monday. Then on Tuesday of next week, which is my last day because I'll be back here on Tuesday, it's time for action. So if you're looking for your action day, like super duper, like gotta do it, let's go, it's time for action. And by the way, Mercury retrograde will also move into Capricorn. So Monday, Mars comes into Capricorn. Next day, Mercury retrograde comes back. Now, don't forget, we got Pluto there, sitting at that degree right there activating very close, but 1 degree off, and I'll show y'all 1 degree off activating all this stuff, and Mercury's got to go back over Pluto again. Just like all those planets that were, Venus is still retrograde, went all the way back, and then she's still got to come back up. She's still retrograde. She won't come out of it until the end of the month, last of the month. So just know you're in this building phase, and man, just do your best. You can. You know, I mean, I would not pay attention to a whole lot of shit that's going on in the world as much as you can. Stay in your loving self. Stay in your cosmic love bubble as much as you can. That doesn't mean put your head in the sand. I'm not want to like to say don't know what's going on around you. But do your best to just try to stay in your flow, because these are intense energies on multiple levels, astrologically, electromagnetically. These times are like some of the most intense that we're going to have. Now, not to say there won't be more throughout the year. There are a few, but there's some really, really beautiful positive energy following all of this that starts at the beginning of March. So, real quick, I just want to say hi. Hi, Jolynn. Thanks for being here. Hi, Shamara. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, guys. Thanks for coming on in. Cosmic love bubble, babies. That's right. That's right. Stay in your cosmic love bubble. Okay, so real fast, I just want to show you guys, and I make sure that I'm on here too. Hold on. There we go. Real fast, I just wanted to show you so you understand visually. So here is the chart for the exact time of the karmic nodal shift. This is 18 months. You're going to hear me talking about this a lot. For 18 months, we have a little over 18 months actually. We'll have the North Node, what we're moving towards, in Taurus. South Node in Scorpio, what we're learning from, what we're karmically releasing. Okay? So I want to show you here. So if you look, so here is Taurus. Okay, so that's Taurus right there. Here is Scorpio. So they're at 0 degrees as of today. That's when it just shifted back. By the way, the nodes always go retrograde. The nodes are the energies that astrologers look to figure out when the eclipses are coming. Okay, they're energies that they play out year after, like every 18 months. I watch this shit play out, like it just plays out, and I'm just like, well, there it is. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. So to understand this really will help you to understand all of our money's going to change. Everything, currency will change. I don't know exactly the specifics, but I can give you the general energies of how this will flow. You can do this in your birth chart. Okay, so then we have that. Now, one last thing to understand, we still have Black Moon Lilith over here, the big bad bitch, up in Gemini, okay? That brings up fear. So we're still in our mind, in media, we're still going to hear, there's still going to be some darkness there, but it's moving away. But at least it's still there, okay? And it's moving on. Once it hits Cancer, because here's Cancer right here. Once this goes into Cancer, that's when I'm predicting we're going to have a lot of very upset women. The feminine Kali will rise, truly. We'll talk about that later. Okay, so then you have Uranus over here in Taurus, okay? By the way, sitting there opposite of my rising sign in Scorpio at 10 degrees. And it's just sitting there. It's been there for days, sitting there. I'm like, geez, get off. Because when Uranus aspects, which is an angle, it aspects like your sun sign, or your rising sign, or your moon, it literally affects you. Like I had those shocking events. Like, oh my God, my son has freaking COVID and he's in a rehab. You know, how do you... I had to release Pluto. You know, Pluto is aspecting, and it's my ruler. So I was like, well, I had to release this. There's nothing I can do, because normally I'd been like, okay, let me get this. Let me come and help you. You know, taking care, because I've always taken care of him. But see, the universe set it up to where I couldn't. So I had to learn that. You know, it's kind of hard. My daughter gashes her leg wide open. Really? Oh, that happened today. All of a sudden, in between session, I was in session, came out of session, and I've got video and pictures of her. She's got a hole in her leg, like a deep one. You can see the bone. You know, stuff like that. So when you know this is going to aspect one of your main planets, and you know what that house signifies, so that is my 7th house of relationships. All relationships. So, and especially relationships I love, coming off this moon right here, now in Leo. It's now in Leo, but it was in Cancer, the mother of the zodiac. See? And the moon, when the moon is in Cancer, we're all feely anyway. You know, Cancer is the most sensitive. The moon rules Cancer. And so when you get in these energies and they all start flowing together, and then you have these shocking events that come in, you're like, hell, what am I going to do next? You know? So, oh my goodness. Thank you, Maria. Oh, yes, I miss you too, Laura. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay, so grounding the vision into reality. I love that, Renee. You rock it. You rock it. Okay. All right, so now, and the feely there, Laura says, I'm feely all the time, LOL. Well, I guess it's not letting me do it. For some reason, she's not going up there. Okay, there she goes. Yeah, but you're a Libra. And you're also getting transited. So think about this for a minute. So the North Node and the South Node went from Sagittarius and Gemini back into Scorpio and Taurus. Miss Lovely Libra, Laura, where do you think that South Node's going to hit next? You got 18 months, and then it's going to be in Libra. So just understand that that'll make you even more sensitive and stuff. But right now, it's good for your money house. Really good for your money house. All right, so let's see here. Oh, another thing to understand is that this Neptune right here, this is Neptune in Pisces and Jupiter in Pisces. Recently, Jupiter moved into Pisces. Neptune just moved another degree. We have never in our lifetimes experienced these kind of energies with Neptune. Okay, so this is big, because Neptune is like all of our mysticism, our psychic awareness. It's pure spirit. It's that feeling that you get when you absolutely know something's going to happen, and then boom, it does. It's that. It's dreams. It's escapes. It can also be like prisons and institutions, psychiatric hospitals, all hospitals. Okay. So with Jupiter there, that expands and magnifies in the abundance area, like making everything bigger. When these two planets right here come together in April, this is going to be like magic. It's going to be the most amazing. I can't even wait to see what happens. Like it's going to be awesome. It's that, because it takes 86 years for Neptune to go all the way around the zodiac. It takes a long time. All right, so then we have, of course, if you see the little R here, that means retrograde. We have this one retrograde. Mercury is in retrograde, as is Venus. Mercury is still in, it's actually right now currently conjunct to Saturn. I kind of got a mess going on here, but, and it's going back this way to Pluto. Pluto's at 26 degrees. 27 degrees, the United States of America will have its return. This is big. This only happens every like 250 something years. The last time it happened, we had a Revolutionary War. When I say these are cycles that are huge, this is just the tip of the iceberg on some of this. I don't have time to do every single one, but y'all get my drift. Then we have, of course, don't forget, this is very important, our ego, Mars, which is also like the Lord of War. You know, Mars is our drive. Mars is it can be all kinds of drives, sexual drive, work drive, you know, what gets you up, makes you move in the morning is Mars. It's your ego. When it goes over here and moves on in to Capricorn to join Venus in Capricorn, and then by that time, Mercury comes into Capricorn, all that stuff's going to be playing with Pluto. Pluto is death, transformation, rebirth. Pluto says transform this now or die. Pluto, when you have these kind of energies affecting you or your chart or the world, the collective, which it will, Pluto's cleaning up the crew. He's like, okay, this is it. It's like when you've tried every single little thing. It's like your kid comes to you and they've like tried to get you to do this. They've tried to get you to do that. That they keep trying. They just keep not giving up. And then finally, Pluto's just like, I'm done with this. I'm going to take this whole thing away from you. It's over. Pluto does not care. Pluto will clean it up. And when you're dealing with Venus, which is what we think, Mercury, which is what we think and how we talk and our intellect and how we communicate and media, and it's retrograde, so we're just like re-looking at everything, we're revising everything, all the RE words. And then Venus comes up and it conjuncts with Pluto. So all this stuff still got to be activated throughout the rest of this month into next month. Thank God Venus will go direct at the end of January, but it's still got to go all the way back through Capricorn, which Capricorn rules government structures, CEOs, world powers, our corporations, how we work, our bosses, what we do for a living, stuff like that. It really is going to affect a lot of points of life. So, all right. I hope that helped a little bit. And we're doing good. We're only into 1 hour. Good. I'm trying so hard, guys, and I'm going to do it. I've got some plans to do some things a little bit different so that they're not so long. Nope, we're not doing that one. We're doing this one. Multiple cameras going on here. Okay. Let me pull my little pillow down. Oh, okay. You're welcome. Brandy says, thank you for sharing your knowledge. I like how you explain everything. I try to explain it because I know that when I was first learning, I've always followed astrology since I was a kid. It's always been part of my life. I could not wait to go get the Cosmopolitan magazine when I was a kid from 7-Eleven, get on my banana bicycle and run down there, but when I really started figuring out, okay, hold on, all of these planets have an archetype. So do the houses, and so do the variety of different ways that they aspect. And an aspect is how they communicate with each other. So if you look at each one as an energy archetype, like people, and they project these energies out, and we receive them and get activated by them if it's hitting what our soul's blueprint is. This is evolutionary astrology. It's ancient, beautiful, but modern astrology. Okay, so it really makes a difference if you know your chart and you look at it and you're like, ooh, okay, Pluto's about to be up on my sun, so I think I'm going to take it kind of slow and be cautious, a little careful, and I might expect some bad crisis to come in. It's forewarned, but it's also not giving your power away to the astrology, and understanding at the same time you are a unique individual soul who chose to come here during this time for a reason, and that you have free will. astrology, tarot, yoga, meditation, all of these crystals, herbs, everything is art. Artwork is a form of creative awareness to connect in with your soul's highest self, or oversoul, or God spark, I like to call it. Because you're created in the image of the divine. And when you know and own that power, and you realize that the programs, it's like programs just shed away, like peeling away layers of an onion, and then allowing the energy to do the work for you, then controlling the energy. It's a process, and I'm not a perfectionist at it, because sometimes I just say fuck it. I mean, I got to, I'm human too, but at the same time, I try to be mindful of my spiritual hygiene and set myself up. Before I get in my car, I do my hygiene on myself and my car, especially during Mercury retrograde. It can't hurt. If you're into prayer, stop and say your prayer. And it doesn't have to be these long, drawn out things. You can do it really quick, really quick. Okay. Thank you, Renee. I like that. Look at that. Yay. All right, so let's move on to the tarot. Yes, you got the God spark. You do. Shamara, we do readings. I do up to 3 questions at the end of the tarot, but now we're going to get into the cards and the way this is going to work. If somebody will do the timestamps on each element in the comments, that would help. When we do the tarot, the way I do it is I meditate, I cleanse, clear, smudge the cards. I intuitively pick from I think I've got over 100 decks back there now. From all of my decks, and I try to base it on the energies that we're dealing with right now. And so a lot of work and a lot of care and love is gone into this prior to me even turning on the camera. So these cards, they'll speak to you through your frequency connecting to mine now and in the YouTube replay. All of you are time travelers, and I love you. Thank you for being here. So if it resonates with you, it is for you. But the way that they are meditated on is it's for your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign. So rising is slang for ascendant. So when you look it up, you can go and just go to astrograph.com or Astrolab. They have there's a lot of different birth chart calculators that are free on the internet. When you go to look it up, you just find out what's your ascendant, which is how people perceive you and how you project yourself out, which may be very different than your sun sign. Your sun sign is your soul, your heart, your coreness, okay? And then your moon sign is how you process your emotions, how you deal with emotions, okay? How emotions come in and affect you, how you might get emotionally triggered by somebody, So like I have my moon is in Aries, and Aries is the warrior. Aries is ruled by Mars. I also have sun and rising sign in Scorpio, ancient ruler of Mars. I have Mars in Scorpio in my 12th house at 1 degree, which is also each degree. There are 30 degrees in each zodiac sign, and each degree has its own meaning. When I say I've been studying this for a long time and I still learn something new every single day, I promise you, I will learn something new every single day until the day I die about astrology, because it's so multi-layered and so multifaceted. So taking into account all of that, adding in the tarot allows me to start consciously channeling the information. After the show, I don't remember anything unless I go back and I watch the video, because I've opened myself up as a divine light channel only to go through my highest guided self, my soul. You know, that's in order for any, let's say you have a past loved one that comes through and gives you a message through me. In order for that to happen, I'm very clear on my protection through my highest self, through my God spark. So it can only be that way, and they know that, and they still come. So plus I've also fought a lot of dark. I've fought demons in my house before, little ones. I see them. I've done a lot of that. That was many years ago. That was like over 10 years ago. That prepared me so that I understood exactly what the energies feel like if they're dark. So I know. And they don't come around much anymore. And if they do, you know what I do? I love them back to the light. I love them back to the light because they're lost souls too. You know? We're all of the divine creator. So, you know? All right. Let's move on. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Christina Carrs is on Padre Island. Make sure you go to her for the most amazing, take you out of your body into another paradigm sound healing session and energy healer. She's really good, and she also teaches yoga. Okay, I gotta tell the story. Okay, so I went shopping because sometimes I just gotta go shopping. It's kind of like therapy for me. It's not like I'm going and buying thousands of dollars worth of stuff, but I want to go buy a bunch of stuff. I just want to go. So I like Home Goods. I love Home Goods. I think they got some of the coolest stuff. Y'all see that tiki woman right there? The big tall one? You see her? I got her. She's solid wood made from India. So cool. I got her. And then I bought a yoga mat with a yoga ball because I have lower back issues. And I'm going to try to start doing this yoga in my house. Christina Carr, she sends me a couple of videos. I've got the stuff. And I know I'm going to do it. I kind of intended to do it. I watched a little bit of her video and I was like, okay. I love her video. That nothing against her, but I just wasn't feeling it. So I was like, well, you know what? I'll know. I will know when my body says, okay, I'm ready to stretch across this damn ball in the living room. So right now, it's all still in the box, okay? But that is so Venus retrograde and so Mercury retrograde that we're in. I even thought later, I was like, maybe. And I was like, these blocks, because I bought one that's like from Jessica Simpson. It's a whole set. And I'm like, these blocks here? My ass is too big for these blocks. I thought, I need a bigger block. I don't know about these blocks. I don't know if it's going to work. So at least I put 2 in there. Maybe I need to Velcro them together or something. I don't know. Anyway, I thought it was kind of comical. I was kind of laughing at myself because I was playing out the transits, right? So it's like, so I was looking at the calendar. I'm like, well, when did I say was go time? Because I do this at the beginning of the month and I'll go in and add. And I was like, oh, time for action isn't until the 25th. I've got some time. So they're still in the box. But they have moved to the living room. So they're in the location now. They were sitting on the table for a long time. So I just thought it was hilarious. And I thought, I'm going to get this Jessica Simpson box. And guess what? I'm going to look like her by the time I turn 50 this year. So anyway. Christina Carr said, I'm coming to your house. Oh, man. Oh, Shay. Shit. I am so sorry. Well, the positive thing is that you'll probably be able to start releasing that this year and build upon yourself. Really try to focus in on yourself. And you know what? This is the other thing I was just telling my son, and I told this to a few other clients. I said, look, when you get sick, it's one of 2 things. First of all, you got sick because your energy frequency was not being managed. But it's one of 2 things. You've either caught this little sickness, which, by the way, is a little sickness. Everything has been totally blown out of proportion. I mean, truly, you know, whenever you get these sicknesses, you got to realize that the universe is stepping in, and, or when these accidents happens or whatever, stepping in and saying, slow down. Pay attention to your energy frequency. Your energy frequency is everything. Or B, you're not seeing something. Like, you won't, like, if you hadn't got sick, you wouldn't slow down, you wouldn't see something that your highest self is trying to present to you. So that's my opinion on the matter anyway. So anyway, okay, so let's see here. I don't know what this Camilla person is, but Jerry Lynn, can you get them? I don't know what they, FYI, means. Just looking at the chat. Thank you, guys. I will start. I'm scared. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm scared. Because when my son was in the hospital, I was lifting his limbs. He's 6'4" and he got compartment syndrome, which makes your muscles have these compartments in them. Makes everything expand. He got it on his entire right side of his body. You have to lift and bend the legs and put it back down. You have to push on the bottom because his feet, one was already paralyzed, now the other one's paralyzed. And I was trying to prevent that because I'd already gone through that with him back 10 years ago. So when I was lifting and moving, I got injured to my neck and my lower back became worse, which I always had lower back issues. Plus, I was going to chiropractor every single day and getting adjusted before I'd go to that hospital for 31 days. I get up, I get out, go to the chiropractor, and he cracked my neck, cracked my back, and I'm not going to that chiropractor anymore. And I think it just kind of just really messed me up, the moving and doing and everything. I was really fit by the time that 31 days was up. I was about 10, 15 pounds less than I am now, but I digress. So anyway, I'm scared that I'm going to get into yoga and on that ball that I'm going to hurt myself. I don't want to hurt myself. And so I just do like little, I used to be a power walker. I love power walking piers. That was my thing, man. I love going to different areas around the coastal bend where I live and going walking piers and then walking the beach after. That was always my thing. It says Restream might be having connection issues. Are you guys catching me okay? If I've been frozen or anything? That's strange. Okay. I'm going to keep going. Let me know if there's any kind of connection issues because I just got a flag on the screen that said Restream might be having connection issues. It shows that I'm streaming. Okay. I should be okay. I should be all right here. Okay. All good on YouTube? No, I'm fine. Okay, thank you. It did. It's never done that before. Restream did an update. See, I go through eCam software, and then that enables me to stream out to all these platforms all at once. That goes to Restream. I got the eCam software because it enables me to have multiple cameras, and I can do all this jazzy cool stuff, and I'm still trying to learn it, but anyway. Let's get with the cards. I've talked enough. By the way, I am born with my soul's blueprint. My astrological birth chart is Mercury retrograde. So when Mercury goes in retrograde for me, I can talk all day long. And obviously that's what I'm doing. Okay, let's see what we're playing with. All right. Looky, looky, looky what we're playing with today. I pulled out the Modern Spellcasters Tarot by Melanie Marquis, illustrated by Scott Murphy. Love this deck for Scorpio South Node. You know, I've got to have my little Scorpio there. So we'll be playing with that. We're also pulling in the Oceanic Tarot for also Scorpio being a water sign, but also the water sign of Cancer with our Cancer full moon just happening yesterday. And we have the Angels of Atlantis Oracle cards, pulling some more in on that water element. Yes, indeed. These are always, they're really vivid and pretty cards. I like these. And then finally, brand new deck to this channel. I've played with them a few times. Not a lot. I think I've pulled cards 2 or 3 times on them. But these are Moonology manifestation cards. I like these cards. They're cool cards. So we'll play with those. Brand new for tonight. All right, let's go. Take a few deep breaths. There goes my stomach growling. Whew. When I start moving the energy, my body starts to shift on the inside. And we're going to start with the water signs. Water signs tonight. All of these cards have been smudged, cleansed, and cleared. Water signs, water signs, water signs, water signs. Well, Scorpio, you have the south node of the moon there for 18 months. Lots of adjustments happening in your communications field. Very important to realize that everything you're doing through, whether you're building a website or you're doing live streaming like me, or you're maybe a promotions director, or you're just a speaker, or maybe you're writing a book even, anything having to do with intellect and communications and due diligence through what you're trying to create right now is going to shift and change quite a bit. And you just got to honor the process and don't beat yourself up over stuff. All right, then we got Pisces. Pisces, oh my goodness. Jupiter in your sign just moved from 4th degree to the 5th degree, expanding on change for you. So unexpected change is flowing in. Neptune, also your ruler. See, we've never in our lifetimes, and we are the generation that gets to have this. We get to have Neptune and Jupiter in the same sign, and they're going to come together. Like literally, that's very, very rare. You have a lot of positive flow going your way, a lot of changes. Unexpected things are going to come at you though. So you just need to realize that right now, Pisces, everything you do right now, you can literally create and like alchemize. You're the alchemist, like times 10. So flow with that. Know everything you touch turns to gold. Cancer, happy full moon, Cancer. It's the only single one you get of the entire year, and you kick us off every single year in January. Happy full moon to you. Rest. Really deal with your emotional body. When I say deal with it, I mean like go do some spa, go to a spa, or go and just like take yourself a nice salt bath. Really pamper yourself, lotion your skin, do some really loving things for yourself. Then you're going to see that energy show up outside of you, because Neptune is in a harmonious trine from Pisces to your moon. And you actually activated Pluto. You are exactly opposed to Pluto. So Pluto is really asking you to majorly change how you deal within your emotional body. Do something different that you wouldn't normally do that's super pampering for yourself during this week. I think it'll pay off big in the next coming weeks. All right. Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces, please. Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. And what do you know? We kick it all off with the King of Cups, ruler of the water signs. Isn't that beautiful how that happens? Let me go ahead and zoom this in a little bit. I don't like that I have that big bright light right there. I don't know why it's like that. Hold on. There. Oh, I'm trying to move the card on the screen. That doesn't work. All right. There we go. I think that'll be good enough. Hold on. Stand by. Ooh. Yeah, I fixed it. Had that light too close. I got these big studio lights up in here. Okay. The King of Cups is an energy that is very loving, very giving, but also very like every single thing that I was just describing to you, water signs, about actually for Cancer, I was saying nurture yourself, really take care of yourself, because when you take care of the energetic body of the emotions, everything on the outside starts to fall into place. This is someone who is the king is the epitome. He handles his emotional body through his intelligence. It's very wise, very giving. I'm smelling lavender. I'm a clairsentient. I smell across the veil. I smell lavender, strong lavender. Okay, I'm not taking reversals. The Two of Wands. Okay, so this is your challenge position. So whomever this is, it could be you or it could be somebody that you're dealing with, is literally challenged to make a choice. You've got two directions that you can go. This is some kind of creative passion, some kind of I feel it's like a work thing that you're wanting to create from, water signs. But you're well-rounded. You want those? Yes. Okay. I want all these. Okay. So we're going to go with, you have strength. You're well-rounded. I was about to say you're well-rounded and you've got that inner emotional. This is a very strong emotional character. And the strength is all about, it represents Leo. It's all about how we deal with taming that inner beast, okay? It's not just about physical strength, although it could be, but this is more about internal strength. And there's a choice here. And you can go one direction or the other. Someone outside of you has had some great heartache, or they've given you some great heartache. No, they've given you great heartache. Someone outside of you has given you great heartache. Like, I'm feeling strife, grief, stress. Either they have experienced it or you have experienced it, and it's almost been like blinding heartache. I'm feeling blinded by the sun. I'm feeling as though there's nowhere else to go but into the light with this situation. There's a choice to be made. It's going to take a lot of internal strength, and it has to do with someone who's quite stable with their emotional body. You have major life event, major arcana, the card, the magician. The magician is the alchemist. He has all the tools he needs to handle any situation, any outcome. These are both major life event, major arcana cards. These are really good cards to get. But this one right here, it concerns me. I'm smelling lavender big time. Like somebody's wearing got lavender flowers, walking through a lavender field. There's some kind of lavender, or maybe you're wearing a lavender color, something like that. I'm smelling, oh, wow, the sun is here. Just saw that. The sun card is here. I was just saying, like, being blinded by the sun. Okay? But the sun card is the best card that you can get in the whole tarot deck, in my opinion. It literally says everything's going to be okay. It can also be about children or your father. This could be concerning a father figure. So we have the Tower card, which represents Uranus. This is Uranus energy, but this is also representative of Scorpio, like Pluto energy. Okay, so whenever we have a Tower card moment come in, as the overall, something very shocking is going to come in. Something that you're just going to have to learn to totally transform it. You have to make the choice. There's a choice that's presented here. If you don't make the choice, the Tower card's going to come in and make it for you. Which means everything that you're building will have to be rebuilt if you don't make the choice. You've got to have this inner strength because some kind of grief is coming in from the outside here. You must be poised. King of Cups is poised in his strength, poised in his ability of his intuition. He truly is very well-rounded, but he's intelligently intuitive, if that makes sense. But you have the Sun and you have the Magician here. Having the Sun and the Magician here, whatever this is, a very painful situation, very like giving you, I see like anxiety, crying at night stuff. Make this choice. Whatever choice is presented, that's what I'm feeling strongly. You need to make this choice, even though it's going to take a lot of strength to get there. All right, so hold on. That lavender's is starting to go away, but it was strong for a minute. So maybe you had a grandma that loved lavender. I'm hearing a grandma. There's a grandmother. All right, so we're going to pull one of these new Moonology cards, and wow, that just popped right when I did it. Yeah. So you have the last quarter moon, which is like working through your feelings. Okay, so we have quarter moon phases here in these cards, which is cool. It teaches you. This is exactly what I was saying. You know, whatever this is, it's a highly emotional feeling that you'll have to alchemize, that you're going to have to create from. You know, it's kind of like you're at the beginning stages because you had to start over, is what I'm feeling. But look, I love that there's this beautiful sun at the end. Happiness, joy, good times ahead. I love that for you. And then we have the first quarter moon in Capricorn. So this was last quarter moon in Aries. So you might be dealing with an Aries here. First quarter moon in Capricorn. Yeah, it's going to take a lot of you truly tuning into your own emotional body and your own emotional awareness to get through this. But you will. And then they want me to just go ahead and give you this one too. But this tower right here, sometimes I like the tower. It's like, okay, this was built on a crap foundation. I've got to start over. I'll do it better next time because I'm going to learn. You know? First quarter moon in Virgo, assess the situation. So once you've gone through and you've handled and made your choice, you found your inner strength, you're alchemizing the situation, creating from scratch because of the tower moment, handling and being your feet. Like literally, if this person, if you just can't with this person, do it kindly. Unleash your kindest self. I love that. But you're building. Capricorns are very much, they don't give up on stuff. So that's something I want to kind of point out. Aries is not going to put up with anything, you know? So, but Virgo is going to heal this situation. So I think your best advice is to make your choice, heal the situation, know that this sun is coming out. It's coming. Okay? All right. I like those cards. That's pretty cool cards. Like I said, I've only done them a couple of times. So it's pretty cool. Oh, I've got them upside down, though. I better fix them before I move on. Thank you, water signs. Water signs. We are on to air next. Air signs. Coming at you, air signs. It's almost Aquarius season. 2 days away from Aquarius season. There it is, right there. Amy says, I was clipping on my lavender plant just an hour ago. There you go. Hi, Brenda Joe. Nice to see you, girlfriend. I'm so glad you're here. I love the mermaid cards, too. They are very pretty. I don't use them a whole lot. They're old cards. I've had them for a long time. But sometimes I'm just called to, and tonight was the night. But they are pretty cards. I like them. And being, you know, living by the sea, it's kind of fun to have those kind of cards. Make sure they're all there. Okay. Strength to us all. That's right. That's right, Maria Moon. You are correct. Strength to us all. Well, that's a big theme of this year is strength. You know, endurance. You know, Taurus. You know, and that's what we're moving towards. Taurus has endurance, and they, oh my gosh, one of these moon cards is in there. Hold on. There we go. But they keep it simple and steady and slow. You know, they're not going to rush into anything. It's like Aries pops out and says, oh my God, we got to do this, we got to do that, we got to do that, and just starts doing it, just does it, because it's cardinal fire. But then you get to Taurus, and it's fixed earth, which means Taurus will be like, but hold on, to Aries, can we even afford this? Do we have enough money for this? You know? By the way, are we going to eat lunch? You know, Taurus loves food. They rule agriculture and food and how we, I love the fact that we're going to, all of the way we process our foods is going to change. All of the agriculture is going to change. You know, all of that is going to shift somehow over these months. And we need that. You know, the way animals are not given any kind of dignity. I hope that changes. I see that changing. Because they hold an energy signature. So every time you eat something, be absolutely certain that you are taken from the heart, always from the heart, not the mind, and you're infusing light with your hands into the food. It's just like saying grace over it or blessing it. Okay. All right, air signs. Aquarius. Aquarius. You still have Saturn there. And just so y'all know, last year's theme of 2021, as I've said, was Uranus square Saturn. Uranus in Taurus, Saturn in Aquarius. Now, we're moving out and making that square wider. It's like straight up on top of each other on the same degrees or real close anymore. We had that happen 3 times last year. That's why we had 3 massive, that's a big theme of last year. This year, that square is still present. And it will come back together almost. But it's a wide square. It's like 9 or 10 orb. But it will come back together. But with Saturn being there, Saturn is like Father Time, teaching us lessons, suppression. You know, you can't do this. You got to start again, try it again. You know, it's kind of like something you have to learn from and evolve and grow from. Saturn teaches you all of that, Aquarius. So you've got about another 1.5 years left. You've gone through a year of your Saturn return. We all get it multiple times a year, at least 2 or 3 times in our lifetime. It's a time period. And then we move on to Gemini. Gemini has completed the North Node transit of 18.5 months. Gemini, really important now that North Node has popped back into Taurus, into your 12th house, to realize that everything that you, like your spirituality, your deep connections, your focus, you may even find yourself like wanting to experience more astral travels, or diving deeper into analyzing your dreams. Stuff like that may come into play. All 12th house things. Important for you to look at your 12th house. All right, and then we still have Black Moon Lilith there, giving you the huevos to do whatever the hell you want to do and say whatever you want to do. And Lord knows you can move your mouth. So be careful with that. All right, and then, okay. Libra, I just saw a ton of black crows, a ton of black birds, a bunch of birds. Seeing black birds right at Libra. Okay, so listen here. Libra, highly sensitive, always needing your balance in your relationships. It's really important that you also understand that in your opposition, which is Capricorn, is your opposite. Oh, I'm sorry, Aries is your opposite. You have Chiron there, the wounded healer, moving forward, activating all that. Okay, you're also being squared, which squares are challenging in astrology. You're getting squared by a lot of this energy in Capricorn, because there's lots of planets there in cardinal. Anytime, you know, it's squaring over to you. So be careful, you know, with your relationships, and if things are kind of testy this week, don't make a decision. I know you're good at like really waiting and balancing things out. Probably good to wait is what I'm hearing. And I don't know what's up with the birds, but there's a bunch of birds. I'm hearing. You know, I just had a vision of whenever I used to walk down this pier in South Padre Island, and there was always a lot of these blackbirds on the beach, you know, all around me. And this time, on the railing, there was like probably 100. Like it was just all one after the other, just all lined up on the railing. It's this long walk down the beach, and it was the new moon in Scorpio, and it was on the 11th. And I'm seeing that same vision, and then 2 days later, my husband passed, Jesse. So I'm not trying to deliver a cryptic message, but I've got to deliver what's coming through. And sadly, we will have death increase, but we're going to have, this is what's going to happen with death. Death is going to be looked at differently and more easily over this 18-month period. All right, here we go. Air signs. It's okay, Renee. Thank you for doing that. It's just because I want to learn how to do the timestamps. Chad, he's in the middle of a move, like he's moving, so he's having a hard time. But I'm glad that you're here, and I'm glad you're here, Jerry Land, and I'm glad you're here, Amy, for helping me moderate. Thank you so much. It's just so great. You have no idea. It really takes a lot of load off my chest to not look up and see all the crazy in the chat like it was. But it's okay. It's all right. I mean, I need to learn how to do these timestamps, but Chad said that he was going to look it up and do it. If y'all have some extra time and y'all know how to do the timestamps, I know it's somehow you go in there and you put them and then they turn blue. And it timestamps whenever we start, like the astrology. It's like the intro channeling, and then it goes to the giveaway. And you know, there's a little way to do all that. And I just kind of learned how. All right. I need a hit of this real quick. Birds. Lots of blackbirds. Woo, looky there. To kick it off. For the air signs, we're on the air signs. I hear you in the YouTube replay. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Like, share, and subscribe for me. A brand new idea. A genius thought. Something coming in for you that's going to really light you up. And it's going to come to completion. You're being challenged to bring this to completion. This is major life event, major arcana, the World card. The World card is in representation of all the fixed signs. Scorpio, Taurus. And, oh my gosh, my brain just went blank. Who's the other ones? Oh my gosh, come on, Chanda. Scorpio, Taurus. Well, I can look at the things. Hello. Leo. Oh my God, my brain just went blank. That's never happened. Oh, I can't think. Okay, we're going to keep going. They said just keep going. They said just keep going. Aquarius. Jesus. Brand new genius idea that's going to come to completion. Cycle over. Yeah, King of Swords. That's in representation of air signs. This guy is very staunch, determined. He can also be kind of a prick at times. I'm getting kind of a negative energy off of him, like something has to be done and over. Narcissist energy is what I'm getting. Something's going away. There on the screen, some lavenders. Holy cow. Okay. Page of Swords. Lots of swords here for the air signs. Lots of swords. Lots of very... Swords is difficult energies. It's represented by the air. It's about our intellect and our communications. How we deal with harshness. Okay? The Page of Swords is somebody who could be, I feel a sneaky snake is watching your stuff. Like somebody's watching you, following you, into your stuff. Somebody is coming up and dealing and getting in your business about this situation that needs to come to an end. It's a cycle's over. There's a brand new idea here. Something brand new is starting because something has got to end. And it may be due to this harsh energy that I'm feeling here. Maybe due to someone running their mouth about something. Wow, look at that. That's interesting. So you have 2 aces. There's only 4 aces in 78 cards. So you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is tangible growth, but it's a seed. It's just the very beginnings. It's like the seed in the packet. You haven't even put it in the ground yet. You know, it's kind of like, this is the same thing. It's a brand new idea. It's a brand new passionate. See, I'm feeling a lot of passion, even though this is air. I feel a lot of passion coming from this. Like it's something you really want to do. It's like, man, I really want to do this. But somebody is holding you back, talking crap or stopping you in some way, and you are just about had it with it. Because you're feeling like this growth is ready to go. You're ready to go with this. You're ready to make this happen. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. So you got the Queen of Pentacles, all poised and wise and mystical and healing. This is like, okay, this is the answer. Like truly, you have all this harsh air energy, air signs. We're on the air signs. You have all this, but you also have 2 brand new fresh starts through the intellect, communications, ideas, genius ideas, and things that actually will come to be. Not just an idea, but something that you will tangibly create I create is a big theme this year because North Node's in Taurus. This right here for you is there for the picking. But you're disappointed. I feel a disappointed energy here. See, somebody's talking crap. Somebody's being difficult. And you're just trying to not have a lot of it. Because this is who you truly want to be. So loving and so giving and so grounded and so you just want to do this so bad. I feel like this angst coming from you. It's so passionate in your heart, in your gut. You feel it. But some cycle has to end in order to get there. And it has to do with these people. Could be two people. Yeah, don't worry about it. Look, all of this is going to happen real fast. This is the 8 of Wands and representation of Sagittarius. It also means you might have to leave. You might have to leave. She has to leave, is what I just heard. Or he has to leave. So, that disappointment, I mean, look at the look on her face. Can you see? And this guy's just a girl or guy, they're just an asshole. And they're just talking crap, ruining your plan. And then this big old harsh energy coming at them. It's like all you're wanting to do is start this. The sadness and the disappointment you feel, you're going to have to see. She has the pinnacle. Here's the pinnacle. That's tangible things that you can grow. But you're going to have to leave. What do we have under? Got Queen of Cups. You've got 2 queens here and a king. Okay, so Queen of Cups, the answer to this is through your intuitive emotions. You must follow your heart, your gut, your knowing. Look at the difference in these women. Look at her compared to her. And it's going to come in fast, like a genius idea that you can grow and create. But these people got to go. Boom, ban them. Done. Move on. All right, so we're going to pull for more clarity for the air signs, the Angels of Atlantis cards. Two wolves. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. That's right. Yeah, but it's not. So, see, Shauna says, Sandy Reyes, that first card is all you, all fire. I get it, but you're Gemini. So it is all you because you're Leo sun with the fire. Not a lot of the air signs. The Ace of Swords in most decks is just a sword. You know, it maybe has some other stuff around it. But I don't think there's many that have fire around it. That's why I was like, this is a passionate new genius idea that's coming through. But yeah, it is. You're right. All right, so, but it's going to come in fast, and you may have to leave. You may have to fly. See, he's out of here. He's got his damn, I'm Birdman cape on, and he's gone. He's done, you know. You may have to get on out there to stop putting up with this, stop feeling this way. Know and own your power, you know. Know and own that you are creating and manifesting your best life. When that message comes through for you to fly, you need to fly. Wow, okay, that's way too many. It's kind of sloppy. Excuse me, that doesn't normally happen. That's kind of strange. Maybe they're just saying, really restart again. All right. Focus. Still seeing those birds. Blackbirds, lots of them. Well, there's one right there, but I mean, like, I'm seeing them. Archangel Haniel, integrity. That's right. Own your integrity, just like you saw in that Queen of Cups. This stuff that's happening is sneaky snake. Talking behind people's back, posting bullshit. You got to get harsh. This wolf right here, I mean, something has to end in order for this to begin. Hold yourself to your integrity. Hold yourself strong. Be like a mountain and be like, I'm not moving. You know, this is my decision. I've made it. I know I can grow from this. I know I can create this. You know? That's crazy. Earlier, because I always warm up these cards and I do a little reading for myself, for the collective. I got the benediction card earlier for the collective, for myself. So Archangel Gabriel, you know, in holding your integrity, holding your balance within your physical body, but also realizing that you have to be in communion with your highest self. You have to really focus in on pulling in that spiritual energy so that you can manage to fly if you need to. Really feeling into that, like, cosmic frequency of love. Finding that, you know, allowing the energy to do its work. A lot of the time what happens, and I am so guilty of this, so guilty. A lot of time what happens is we get all mixed up in our minds, and then we aren't allowing the energy to do its work, to allow the universe and our highest self to guide us to where we should be and what we need to be doing. We let our minds get in the way, especially air signs, because you guys think a lot. You rule the intellect and the mind. So really focus in on being in communion with the Holy Spirit, I'm hearing, with the Holy Christ consciousness, and this is not about religion. This is about you being in communion with your soul. And making a point to do so every single day in the way that you so do it in your unique, badass self. All right? I love you. Thank you so much, air signs. I hope that helped a little bit. Watch out for this person. But you've got 2 aces. Out of 78 cards in the deck, you got 2 aces sitting there. 2 of them. And you got the World card, which is the last major life event, major arcana card in the tarot. Completion. Success. It has to end. It's over. To move on. To build. You can do this, air signs. But these 2 energies here, yeah, somebody's not playing nice. And it left you feeling pretty low. And I don't always see low from that card, but today I do. I'm sorry. I love you. I'll send you love. All right. We are on to Earth signs. We're going to do Earth next. Earth signs. Okay. It's freaking freezing in here, so stand by. I wouldn't normally do this, but I turned the air on earlier because I get hot when I'm up in here working. And I was like, I need to turn this air. Yeah, I've got it on 65. Let's turn it up to 70. And that way I won't be froze. So I hope that resonated with you guys. We're going to move on. And what did I say I was going to do? Oh, God. Thank you. So, Mad Chad was over here last night. He just moved to the island. By the way, Madness Productions is a childhood friend of mine. I've known him since we were little in Midland. And we were talking, and he showed me something that I thought was brilliant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the live stream, because I know it's long, and I'm going to break it up into sections and then upload those as their own separate videos for the week. So if you're only interested in coming in here in the astrology and the channeling in the beginning, then that's all you need. But if you're really into, like, you want your element signs, then you can just go to that video. And then that way it'll make it a little bit easier. That's on the list to do this week. So be watching for those links. I will upload them to YouTube, and then I'll also post them to Facebook. So I thought that was a brilliant idea. I'd never thought about doing it like that. Like I said, I'm new to YouTube. I haven't even got 1 full year. It'll be 1 year in February. So not too long. So what is it? Wow. Thank you, Renee. Perfect. You rock. Renee's the big winner tonight. Big Capricorn winner. And there's a lot of winter going on up there. I saw that snow you got. And you too, Jerry Lynn. Wow. This is really pretty to see from down here. I love Padre Island. I can't do cold. I cannot do cold. That's why I can't go to my cousin's funeral. It's all the way up in Lubbock, Texas. And that's where I was born. And that would be a 10-hour drive. And I just can't do cold. I have neuropathy. And when I start getting cold, my toes go numb. I get tingles and stuff. But after having neuropathy for 10 years, I've learned that by mastering my energy work, I've learned that I get tingles, like I get electric all over whenever I'm getting pinged by getting a download or a message or something like that. When I'm living, and this is why I moved to the coast, when I'm living on the coast, anywhere on any coast, the pressure in the atmosphere is different. And it changes the molecular structure makeup of how your nervous system operates. It changes a lot of stuff inside your body. And I can drive north. If I leave the coast and I drive about 45 minutes, I start to feel tingles start coming up my legs and to my knees. Whereas when I'm here, I just feel it in my toes and my ball of my foot. And I feel it in my hands and in my fingers. But when I'm up north, and especially if it's cold, oh man, I feel it all the way up. Sometimes I get tingles in my face, but I've learned to use that as part of my superpowers. It's part of my intuitive gifts, and I learned to move the electric type bolts. I call it freezing on fire pain that just bolts up my hands and up my feet. I've learned to use it. All right, so what are we on now? What did we do? We did water first, then we did air, we did earth, right? And now, finally, fire. Oh, that's right. I had Todd Medina here from Sology, him and his lovely wife. Oh God, she's so beautiful. Morgan. Had them here. They stayed for a few days, and then the freaking winter weaponization, winter storm from hell came literally while they were here. And he was broadcasting out of my studio. I was set up a little bit different then, but he was broadcasting out of here, doing Sology out of here. And then we did our show, and it's on this channel. It's one of the first uploads videos. In fact, that was my first one. And then literally it was on Valentine's night, and then the next day the winter huge storm last year hit, and I had no power. I scrambled to get a generator. I was doing everything, and they were just like, we gotta go. I'm like, I understand, just, and it was good too, because then they left and I was able to go get my son who was in Houston, and then we hotel hopped across Texas I had no power for like 6 days. On the 7th day is when I returned. I lost everything in my refrigerator, my freezer. I had everything gone. A lot of food, all the pipes around the boat dock and around all of my outside bust. My pool pump pipes bust, because when you live near the sea, they do all that stuff in PVC pipe. They don't do it in metal, because metal will rust. And I didn't think about, turning a little bit of water on, so everything froze and busted. So it was a big ass mess. Oh, that was rough. Okay. We're on the, what did I say? Fire. Okay, we're doing fire signs next. Fire, 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 fire. Let's go with the fire signs, shall we? Reset. Exactly. Okay, these just fell out, and what I do with these kind, because it's a stack, we're going to just go ahead and put that 7 of Swords, sneaky snake, lying, cheating, stealing, feeling done wrong card back in there. See what we got. Fire. You fire signs need to be careful. That's what I'm hearing. We're going to start with the Aries, the warrior of the zodiac. You guys, slow down. You must slow down. Listen, if you don't take your time with things and be more methodical, you're going to miss something. And you know what? If you do, it's okay. Having 10 billion things going at once, sometimes we get lost and we have to go back and redo. And guess what? Then we see things that we might not have had we, just mulled over it or mowed over it. Okay, now I'm seeing grass, mowers, like grass. Like, what do you do with fresh cut grass? You water it. It's going to grow. Mowing over it. Somebody's mowing over it with the Aries. Be careful. Hope no mower accidents. Shit. Okay. We're also talking to Leo. Lovely Leo, getting readjusted, realigned, getting prepared. I see you doing a lot of busy work. Leos are just doing a lot of busy work. They had a time of rest, and now they're just doing a lot of busy work. Relooking, revising, revisions, reflecting. A lot of those REs are coming into play. I'm seeing that for the Leos, and that's a good thing. Sitting and reflecting on things. Really good thing for Leos right now. Sagittarius. Hey, Sagittarius. It's time for you to travel, by the way. Are you ready? Make your plans. It is time for you to travel. That's for everybody, by the way. It's time to travel. It's time to get out and about and move around a little bit, okay? And I don't mean, like big, long, massive trips or anything, but go out and start moving around, getting around in nature and losing the fear frequency. Don't hold that fear frequency within your field. Don't even hold it. Nope. Sagittarius is really, they completed that South Node transit of 18 months. So they're raring to go. I know it. I can feel it. All right. This will be the last reading of the night. So if you have questions, you can start thinking of them and then put them in. You want those? Okay. Start putting them in the chat. All right. So we have the 8 of Pentacles here. Very determined, very hardworking, like learning the craft, mastering your craft. And then we have the Queen of the Ocean. Isn't she beautiful? I love her. The Queen of the Ocean. She's like the Queen of Cups, all poised, challenged. Like her intuition is on point. super loving, super giving, super psychic. And then, wow, major life event, major arcana, the Star card. This is beautiful for the fire signs. Okay, so what we need to do here is remember to keep our faith. Okay, as we're going about what we are building, what we are creating in life, because this is very much the perfectionist card. Like, this person is burning the midnight oil, making sure and knows everything to a T. But it's more of an earth tangible kind of knowing. It's like going to college and turning in a paper, or creating a business proposal, and everything is like on point, you know? But you're challenged here is to realize that your abundance truly comes through your emotion, through your intuitive guidance. Like, okay, it's okay to make sure that you got everything on point, you've got everything turned in correctly. The fire signs were on fire. But remember, don't forget to be the queen of your intuition as well, because there's a lot of beautiful I see wishes. I see like lots of like stars and wishes coming. Like, it's like that feeling right at the very beginning of the day, and you know ahead of your day you have got some kind of amazing something that you're going to be walking into. You feel it, you know it intuitively, therefore it is. This is major life event, major arcana card. This is like getting everything you want. Really understanding that even though you're dedicated and you're working so hard towards these things, fire signs, don't forget to be poised in your intuition, poised in your abundance. So someone outside of you has had, this is Five of Cups, this is grief, this is loss, this is sadness, this is feeling like you must walk away, turning your back on someone, like somebody's going to have to walk away from the situation that they say that you put them in, because you're focused on building your craft, whatever this is that you're building. Maybe you're not being as intuitively loving as you could be with this situation, with this person. You know, it's just like when a bee flies through and he comes and he pollinates the flower. I'm seeing that, like, so bees come back to the flower and then they go back, and then they come back to the flower, and then they go back to the honeycomb or whatever it is when they're doing their pollination. I'm seeing that, but they do it with love and with kindness. Like they're doing a job, but they're like loving for the hive, right? I don't know why that came through. That's crazy. My head is getting a lot of pressure though right now. Just now. Yeah. Very ambitious. This is the King of Swords. So I feel like this is a couple. I feel like somebody feels like you've been maybe neglecting them. Yeah. He considers you like his king, his queen bee. And you're super focused on your abundance of your craft. But this star card here is saying there's all kinds of hope out there. I mean, not just hope, there's wishes granted that will be coming in granted. But you're not intuitively seeing it. He feels or she feels hurt. The partner that you're with feels hurt. And all they're seeing is like the hurt. I don't think they're seeing all the work you're putting in. Either that, no. What? No, they're seeing the work that you're, okay. They're seeing all the work that you're putting in but you're not intuitively like realizing how hurt they are. You're oblivious to it. You're focused on your abundance. But they're pretty hurt. Yeah, see, there you go. You cannot make this shift up. Okay, that's the Two of Cups. That is my soulmate union card, giving me confirmation that this is a couple. Whoever this is for, this is a couple. You got a butthurt man or woman at home that you need to pay more attention to. Yeah, exactly. On the bottom of the deck, we have gratitude, the Nine of Pentacles. Okay? So, the Nine of Pentacles is often my single woman or single man card, but it can also be that person that does everything independently on their own, but they're in a partnership. You see? They're not paying attention to the butthurt partner that's completely sad, but maybe not showing it, because the King of Swords, he's not just ambitious. He's kind of like aloof, you know? You know, he may not show all his cards. He can be someone who will hold back and not like share. So I think this is just, it feels soft. It doesn't feel like a harsh, hard sadness, like a grief, like a loss, like a dying sadness or anything like that. This feels just more like somebody who's butthurt because you are super successful at what you're doing, but you're not intuitively paying attention. Somehow, some way, fire signs, you need to give this some attention. And if it's not a person in your life, it could be a situation. It could be a work situation, a family member, a child, a mother, or whatever, you know. But I really feel, because of the Two of Cups came here, it is a soulmate union. And you can have a soulmate union between a mother and a son. You know, you can have a soulmate union between two best friends. It doesn't always have to be romantic when dealing with this type of reading. So, all right, now we are on to the Moonology Cards. We got the brand new deck that we pulled out tonight, Moonology Cards for the fire signs. This is it. This is the last reading of the night. AstroTarot Tuesday night live every Tuesday. So much fun. I'm so glad you're here. All right. Do you want? No? Okay. I get a ping and then I hear no. Full moon in Libra, find balance. It's exactly what I was saying. To be successful, hardworking, Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, you know, the star, super ambitious, knowing that you're going to succeed. You have to find balance between your work and your love life or your home life or whatever this other hurt individual here. Finding that balance and really paying attention to your intuition when it comes to your relationship, your soulmate unions. It's really important. That's Libra. I skipped the earth signs? Oh, thank you. Okay. I went right on over that. I'm sorry, guys. Goodness. Okay, yes, we'll do earth next. So glad you're here. One more card for the fire signs and then earth. Thank you. I get real high when these energies come in. I can just feel like I'm flowy and floaty, you know? So. All right. That's it? Right there. No? Okay. These cards are very particular. There we go. That's it. Assess the situation and first quarter moon of Aries, step into your power. Okay, so this is very much a balancing act of how you own your power with your workspace and learning to find balance within your relationship space so that you don't have this butt-hurt person down here, okay? This is a soulmate union, don't forget. Just because you're being successful at work, you're still challenged to follow your heart, follow your intuition, make sure that you're paying attention to your partner. Because this right here, stepping into your power, isn't just about what you're succeeding at work. This is what you're succeeding at in all levels through the balance by assessing the situation. Virgo heals the situation. She's like, she comes in and she says, or he says, I am here to fix this, this, and this, and this, in this particular order, and then everything will be balanced. Then you take your power. Okay? Don't forget, you're very powerful. Fire signs. And sometimes, if you got this little earth sign, or little air sign down here, she or he may need extra attention, and you're just going like 10 million miles a minute. So try to give a little more attention. It doesn't feel real harsh. I kind of want to giggle at the situation because I used to have somebody like that. You know? Okay, so I still have Earth to go. Let's go with the Earth signs next. Earth signs, thank you for the fire signs there. Thank you for the fire signs. There's Renee. Hi, Nick. How's it going? We got Nick in the house. Everybody's. I haven't done Earth. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. Thank you. I'm so glad I have moderators in here. Now, remember, I'm going to try to fix all of this. And hey, Joshua, there it is. I'm just scrolling back through all of it because we're doing Facebook and YouTube. See what all. There's Brent. Hi, Brent. And let's see here. Okay, I think everybody else I've said hello to. I don't want to be rude and not say hi. All right, so we're on Earth. So we haven't done Earth. Good grief. I thought we'd already done Earth. My bad. All right. Now we will do Earth. Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Capricorn, just hang on to your socks. Hang on to your socks because your socks are going to get blown off as soon as Venus exits. As soon as Venus goes forward in your sign. Everything you've had to start over, everything you've had to redo, everything you've had to like revise and relook at that you value. Now it's all about what you love. Don't forget, Capricorn, it's about what you love right now. I understand that you're building your life and you're trying to get to the top of the mountain and you're working really hard to get, succeed at what you're focused on. But just know that you're going to stumble and you're going to fall. But what you're getting such a beautiful makeover. Venus is really making you over. And with Mercury going to step his toe retrograde back in your sign, your mental focus will be off a little bit. And that's going to happen starting at the beginning of next week. So truly understand that this is everything that's happening is really just, it's like you're being alchemized, like a coal turns into a diamond. And it's going to be a beautiful process. I've seen some Capricorns that have come through a lot of just whoa stuff, and they really came out of it. I mean, they came out of it nicely after something like this. So I think I really got excited watching the Capricorns because they've had so much for so long, and so kudos. It's not been easy for you guys. All right, so then we're on to Taurus. Oh, Taurus, you are the star of the zodiac for the next 18 months. Taurus, you have got the North karmic node of the moon in your sign as of today. An 18-month cycle shift. North node in Taurus, South node in Scorpio. You've also had Uranus, the planet of great awakening, shaking things up, shocking shit happening, just go direct today in your sign. All happening today. This is huge. Uranus has been retrograde for many months. And it's still it takes time. So you're still gonna feel a little shaky. You might have things coming in that's a little unexpected. But I really feel a positive, good flow for Taurus and Scorpio. This is a great time for Scorpios to purge. And you can purge because everything that's happening to Scorpio down here is happening up here. For Taurus, it's just a challenge. It's an opposition. Always the answer to the opposite sign. Always the answer lies within the opposite sign. So Taurus, just keep going with what you're doing. Simplified and grounded, but you're going to be ready. You're going to be ready to crank things up here in about a week or two. Okay. Who else? Virgo, you need to look out for your health. You need to watch out for your health. Okay. When Uranus goes direct, it's going to activate you in your health. So I really want you to pay close attention to your health. Make sure and start doing different things. This is all about innovation. Innovation. Doing things differently is the way to go. Doing things the old way is not. And you have a hard time with releasing stuff like that. Really think outside of the box. It will benefit you greatly. All right. Let's move on. Make sure that those are getting shuffled because then they'll get in the flow and then I won't. I want to clear the cards. I want to clear the space. Just got pressure in my third eye. Crown chakra is lit. Higher guidance and messages big time will be coming through for the earth signs this week, as that galactic center is hitting Sagittarius. The Mars will be hitting the galactic center in Sagittarius this week. Big portal opening up, major energies. Major. All right. Ay, chingawa. Okay, so we're starting off the earth signs with the Ten of Swords. All right, so this is my dead on the ground, stabbed in the back, hurt beyond belief card. Left out in the cold. Someone's done you wrong card. But it is a 10, which means completion, which means the hurt and the pain and the struggle is coming to a close. So that's always a good thing. I like getting the 10 of Swords versus getting the 9 of Swords because you know you still got to get through more shit. This means it's done. Your challenge is the Four of Cups, which is earth energy. This tells me that whatever this situation was that was so horrible, you're asked to hold on to the grief a minute longer because you haven't processed it. You're not zeroing in through your highest crown chakras, earth sign. You're more focused on what you have and what you can hold on to versus really processing this pain. An ashram. I just felt an ashram. It's very out there. I feel like this is ancient stuff. This may be karmic ancient stuff coming through. Okay, so I don't see this cup as a celebration. I see this cup as a third party. My nose is itching. Okay. Yeah, 8 of Swords. Okay, so it's like somebody outside of you, multiple people outside of you have really fucking hurt you. And it's like you don't even want to deal with these people. You don't want to watch these people. You don't want to hear from these people. You don't want to hear these people's side. And honestly, I feel like that is justly so. This is harsh. Yeah, there's the Death card. Representation of Scorpio. This is death, transformation, and rebirth. This is the Grim Reaper of this situation coming in and saying it's over, it's done, it's finished, it's painful, it's hurtful. You've had this horrible, painful, difficult, challenging card of the Ten of Swords and the Death card. All right. Then you have this 8 of Swords here. Something's got to die. Whatever this is, it's got to be done in order to be transformed and reborn again. Hold on. Wait. Process. Do it right this time. The 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so the 9 of Pentacles, we got that last reading out of a different deck. That's very interesting to me. This is very much a single person's card, okay? And in this deck, yeah, definitely, you're single. And that could be single in a relationship or work or a friendship or whatever, you know? Whomever this situation that has totally fucked you over, it's got to die. It's got to be done. But you have to be able to hold on and process this energy. Because a lot of time what earth signs will do is that they won't actually feel into the pain, process the pain, and then allow the energy structure that stays, because it stays stagnant in the body. Really allow it to move up and out your crown chakra. Through sitting and breathing, through creating art, through working out, or whatever. Holding the simple intention of moving the pain. You have to work on your pain body, just like you work on your physical body. Especially when you've been this fucked over. This guy is like mad, but he's going to sit with it. You know, he's pissed. And you have a right to be, because this has not been good. And they're all over here just like, it's all great and stuff, but this third party and these other people, there's like a group here of there's a group of fuckery going on. But the 9 of Pentacles, you can get through this. This is earth energy, the Pentacle is. And the thing is you got to understand that when you come out of this, you're going to be an expert craftsman at whatever it is that you're doing. But this is definitely being single. So at least we have hope. And as you'll notice here, we have 2 Taurus energies here. 2 bulls in this reading for you Taurans. The Empress, birthing everything new. Creating. I mean, she is the mother of the universe, of everything. She's birthed everything. She's solid and grounded. She knows what she's doing. She's creative. She uses the pain and processes it to create something new from it. She doesn't allow it to get stagnant in your body. She doesn't sweep it under the rug. She takes it all in. use this energy, earth signs. And these people, get away from them. I got a bad taste in my mouth. I don't even like this energy at all. What's up under here? Yeah, the world, endings. So you've got the death card, which is complete, over, and ending, transform now or die. The Ten of Swords card, air, intellect, complete pain, totally being wrong, worst, most difficult card of the swords. And then the Eight of Swords. People outside you don't even see it. They're not even looking. They don't even care. They're over here celebrating, doing their own shit with their own third-party bullshit. Leaving you solo. It has to be over. You must rebirth again. Another rebirth card. Empress. Major life event, major arcana, major life event, major arcana, major life event, major arcana. 3 of them. Yeah. That brings out like my Mars anger energy. And I don't like that energy at all. I hate it. And I got one upside down. I got 2. Oh my God, I'm doing them all upside down. Well, we'll just flip them right side up, won't we? All right. Earth signs. Let's see what kind of clarification from the Angels of Atlantis deck we can get for you tonight. Sending you love. Sending you love energy. Get outside and ground. If it's too cold where you're at, get bundled up and go put your hands on a tree. Or go buy yourself, get yourself some wood. Like, hold yourself some wood in your house or whatever. I feel like you need to go get with some wood. I understand crystals and stones do grounding, but I feel like the earth signs need to go hold wood. Like, hold a piece of wood. Like this new statue that I got over here. That's out of India. It's solid. It's hand carved, handcrafted. Like, I would hold that if you have something like that in your house. All right. Joy. Archangel Jophiel is saying, find your joy. Through all of this process, you will find your joy through your independence, through your rebirth. Process the pain, though. Don't just sweep it under the rug. Really process it. I do this. This is what I do with clients. I help you to process it. Process the energy. Because energy will move all on its own without you thinking about it. It just does it. And that way you don't have it stagnant in your body, becoming dis-ease in the body, right? Earth Force. Holy shit. That's great, right? Raphael. Call on Raphael. Earth Force for the earth signs. What was I just saying? Make sure you get some wood and ground yourself if it's cold. But if you can get outside and put your bare feet on the ground, do it. No less than 15 minutes. At least. Get a good ground in. Take the positive ions from water. You know, go sit by a river or a lake or the ocean. Do something with the earth signs. It's really important, especially with Uranus going direct. It's going to activate all of our cellular structures, our nervous systems. We're going to have more electromagnetic energies and solar flares and CMEs. They have been off the charts. So it's changing our entire body structure. So you earth signs, if y'all would just put your feet to the ground, your hands to a tree, it would really help the entire planet. Especially help you. All right. And process the pain. And I'm sorry that this has been a little bit of a hard read, but it is what it is. So I love you, Earth signs. I hope that resonated. I hope it helped you. And I'm sending you love. So that is the conclusion. We have done all of the elements tonight. Thank goodness, thank goodness, thank goodness. I'm so glad. Hi, Tracy Lee. How you doing, sweetheart? It's okay. You can watch more later. Joshua Garcia says he has a 50-pound petrified wood he can hold. Perfect. I love it. Say hello to your lovely wife for me. Oh. Can't get out of the fury describing your life. I'm sorry, sweetheart, but there is positive at the end there. The Empress is a powerful card of rebirth, of birthing things and creating things. You can do this. Okay, so now we are on the questions. Oh, sorry, Stacy. I'm so sorry. Sending you love. Sending you love. Okay, so it looks like we have a question from Avi Morgan. And she's asking, at the end of the tarot reads, I always answer a few questions. So if you have a question, put it in the comments. She said, did my love interest ever love me, or was it just about the sex? Let's see. It was both, is what I'm hearing. And I'm seeing chocolates. You both loved each other. And you had killer sex. And I'm seeing foods. Lots of foods. Without embarrassing you, I'm just going to leave it at that. But you threw the sex question up there, girlfriend, so I'm going to go for it and answer it. You know, this is the thing. The love was there, but the sex was more powerful. That's what I'm hearing. And whenever it was like kind of like overshadowing it, I'm seeing like an overshadow of it, and it overshadowed it. And so the sex was too much. You know, you have to cultivate that love. It takes time to cultivate a love. So I do believe he loved you, but the sex was more powerful, therefore it failed. But don't ever think that just because it's over means that, you know, you never know, y'all might get back together, or somebody else is in mind. So this is the thing, when we yearn and long for love rather than being love, we attract challenges in order for us to love ourselves more. So take that. Hope that helps. Thank you. All right. Let's see what else we got. All right. Okay, Tracy Lee asks, and thank you for putting it all caps. Appreciate that. Is there a mass exit from Earth spirits? Okay. Well, you know, I've already spoken to this, but I'll speak to it one more time, or probably multiple times. Lots of people are passing. It's inevitable. But there's going to be a lot of babies born too, because there's a mass entrance of starseed light workers coming here to raise the frequency. Think about the babies that are about to be born. Holy goodness. Whew. I mean, South Node Scorpio, North Node Taurus babies. Uranus direct in Taurus babies. All the Capricorn energy babies. So anyway, as far as yes, there's going to be a lot of death. A lot of people are going to transition. And we are going to look at death differently. I'll be honest with you. When my cousin died this weekend, I was sad. I cried a little. But, and we weren't super, super close, but I've known him all my life. And he was one of my favorite cousins, you know. And he was a great guy. He was a very positive, happy guy. Graduated from tech. I loved him. It was really good. I mean, but at the same time, I also know from all of my death experience and working with people that pass, that it's a transition, and they're not gone. And I don't get that super sad. I mean, I cry a little, but it's not. I don't hold on to it because I know they're just across the dimension right there. Trust me, I know. I see them, I hear them, I smell them, I feel them. Jesse, my husband passed. He was here last night. So, I don't freak out over it. But yes, your answer is yes. And the reason why is because the South Node is in Scorpio, and because the planet is evolving in frequency, and because lots of bursts will be happening, because we need this generation of light beings that are coming into the physical to help shift humanity. This is a way out there, deeper conversation than I can get into on a quick question. But yes, your answer is yes. Okay, let's see here. Anything else? There's Amy, and she says, where'd she go? Sorry, it's moving. Okay, Amy Ulrich, it looks like you're next, and she said, should I keep up with the job training? I'm going to ask the cards on that one. This will be the last question of the night, by the way. Thank you so much for being here every single Tuesday night, sharing your time with me. Oh, it's such a beautiful blessing to have your energy. Whenever you and I connect, either now or on the replay, it always, always turns out that I am healed. I feel the frequencies coming from you. So it's a beautiful thing. And I just love it. And I just love every one of you. I really, truly do. All right. Amy. Yes. But do it quickly. Like literally, yes. The Knight of Swords says yes. Coming in quick. But the Knight of Swords doesn't stick around. He always is on the move. So whatever it is that you got to do there, get it done and then get out. Because they come in and they come out. Knights never stick around. They always got to go somewhere. They always got to go do something. So eventually, yes. But rush on in. Rush on in and take care of business and then move on out. I know it's kind of, we'll take one more card just to make sure for clarification. They want this one. A cleansing, a purging, deep cleansing. Have you done a detox or a deep cleansing as of lately? It might have something to do with that, or cleansing yourself of the position of the training. If your training feels like it's going nowhere, just go in there and get what knowledge you can get. And I'm also seeing you, like, you need to go look for this exact training online to see if there's an easier way to do this. Okay. All right, guys. I hope that helped. I love you guys so very much. It's been a fun time. Let's see, everybody. Yes, Sandy. I'll give you that one. Yes. It's a good time to move. Yes, it is. Much love to you, Maria. Much love to you, Renee. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate all the moderators. Madness, you rock it. And truly, guys, I really, really appreciate everything. Please share the videos. Please help me grow the channel. Until we meet again, I love you with all my heart. Walk in the light and spread the sparkle. Remember, you are the God Spark.